So, do you need a coach? I see a lot of agents who are not sure about this, and a lot of agents, they think that, they need an upline, and that's the reason they change agency. So they don't like this upline in Propnex, they're going to change to ERA, and I see this happening every year, all the time. So the thing is that more than an upline, more than a figurehead who takes the cut from your commission, you need a coach who shows you what you have to do, what you must absolutely avoid at all costs. And when I see most upline, right, most uplines are busy with their own personal sales, and the more popular upline, those upline who win a top producer award, right? Every agent after them. One of my agents had Zeng, right? He, was very popular and he was featured everywhere. And because he is my customer, right? I can see all the agents are applying, and many of the agents who apply for him, uh, you know, to join his team, right? Let me tell you something. A lot of them were looking for free handouts from Harry, and Harry told me that, hey, I said, many of them come with an entitled mindset. That's one, and they expect miracles, and they expect Harry to pass them dollars, pass them money. So it's not free money anyway. And the thing is that uh, agents like Harry, they are at in very very high demand, and a lot of agents also want to join the team, right? There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of uh, other agents who also want to join the same thing. And you can't just anyhow join expecting a free handout from these agents, because remember, these agents are very, very serious. They mean business. And not only do they have more customers to handle right now, right, they also have less time to look after you. And if you have somebody who needs spoon feeding, and I'm not going to be shy, I'm not going to be, uh, slow to tell you to your face. And I don't care about feelings. I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to get you results. That's why I am the no BS coach. All right. So I don't bullshit anyone. So the no bullshit advice that I want to tell you is that if you are looking to be spoon fed, forget it, forget about it. Those appliances will not be getting these kind of agents, because you know you have to be willing to learn. That's the first thing, right? And you have to show initiative. That's the second thing, right? So now you know that if you are chasing all these top producer agents who are very popular and are in demand as an upline, and you risk being left out, because chances are very very high your own upline may not really be the person who can coach you. All right, I'm talking about from my own personal experience. I was faced with a problem that my upline had no answers to that, because my upline had never in her life, never in her career, faced this problem that I was facing. And I was facing a problem of massive leads, more leads than I could handle on my own. I was facing my calendar was full. I couldn't be there for a lot of paperwork. I had to be in appointment, morning appointment, evening appointment, night appointment. So that was the thing about me, and I'm facing all this problem. And my plan, when I asked her what should I be doing, she didn't really have a effective strategy for that, and she just asked me to slug it out. And that's not the good, number one, that's not a good response. And number two, it's a problem. You have to solve all problems, and the way you move up is by solving more and more problems, right? And when you are a top producer, when you have a lot of downlines under you, you realize that the number of problems you face will multiply 10 times. And then that is why, if you are after a top producer, chances are very, very high. They are inundated with a lot of problems to solve, and they have even less time for people who want to be spoon fed. And that is where a coach comes in, right? So that is where, earlier on I mentioned that my upline didn't have the answers, right? And I found the answers outside real estate. I found the answer from someone else who, was not in real estate, but he was in the marketing business. He understood my problem. He had been through it, all right, and he had solved it. And he had not only solved that, he also went on to design his ideal business, ideal lifestyle. And when I learned from that coach of mine, that mentor, right, it solved my problem. It solved that particular problem that I'm talking about. Not only that, it solved the problem of, I was facing a lot of leads, right? It also solved the problem, the next problem, and the next problem. After you have a lot of leads, what's the next problem, right? Do you know the answer? Right. After you have a lot of leads, right, your next problem is gonna be that, you know you have even less time to serve your customers, because your customers suddenly balloon, right? You got a lot of appointments, you got a lot of closing, right? And suddenly boom, right? How are you gonna solve, how are you gonna, you know deal with that problem of amazing customer service, because now you have even less time and you have more problems and you have a lot of customers, and you want those customers to keep coming to you, right? It's a long-term business. I assume you are in it for the long term, right? And I had to face this problem, and my mentor, because I chose the right coach, he not only solved my current problem that I was facing right now, and my ass was on fire. I had to solve the problem, die. That is why I was so emotional. I did not see what is the next problem, which will definitely come after the problems. Too many leads, right? And my upline didn't know the answer to that, right? And but the thing is that my coach, my mentor, he saw, he knew, right? He been through the same problem. That's why he could advise me. And the thing is that not only he knew, he also knew how to teach it, how to make it easy for me to understand, right? So he understand my personality, right? I'm a very close. I'm always after closing, always after a deal, because a deal creates a rush in me, and I love closing. I love the feeling of signing with a nice pen, signing a deal and collecting a commission or check. I love that feeling. So my mentor, he taught me something long term, to look at the long term in a way that solved not only that problem, even it solved the next few problems after that. So that's the day I realized that having the right coach, having the right mentor had a bigger impact than having the right upline, because ultimately upline is taking money from you, right? He's getting overriding, right? And many uplines, they don't care. I see both extremes. I'm not saying all uplines are bad. My personal experience is that I had an upline who, I would say, did not face the problem that I was facing, and who couldn't guide me, right? Maybe my upline didn't know how to teach me, right? So that's why I went on to go and get a mentor who not only taught me, he set up a clear path. So I saw the path, I just follow the path. That's all I have to do. And when I follow the path, life is easy, because I know I'm gonna overcome all the problems that my coach also overcame, right? So it was worth it for me to invest in him, and I get back my investment very, very fast. And as a result of that, because my opponent was very, very serious, either I am committed or not. That's it. Very, very black and white, very, very serious. No BS guy. And that's why I also, I'm a sort of a no BS guy too. Either you're serious or you're not serious. If you're serious, you do this. If you're not serious, that's it. Out of the room, out of the door, out of the meeting. That's it. No other way, right? So, I'm here to give my agents results. And that is why I also am paying it forward. It gives me amazing feeling when my agents close. Seriously, the feeling is shook, feeling super solid. All right. Whenever my agents tell me, I say, they closed this deal, or they had this many appointments, and even when I hear that, oh, I got too many appointments, too many leads than they can handle, in an industry where the average agent doesn't even have, barely struggle to have one appointment per day or one appointment per week. So it makes me very happy. It makes me that I solve a lot of the problem that I personally went through. So it's all about satisfaction. It's all about solving my agent's problems, and seeing a smile on their face makes my day. All right, and that, my friend, that is why you need a coach and why your upline may not be that coach for you.